What's up, guys? I'm Crystal Lee Naomi, aka Jasmine Borders on Tyler Perry's Sistas. Be sure to subscribe to the Haves and the Have-Nots review for not only reviews on the Haves and the Have-Nots, but also on Sistas. And while you're at it, give your girl a follow on Instagram at Crystal Lee Naomi. And I'll see you every Wednesday at 9, only on BET.
All right, Sistas fans. So once again, I was reading through and let me just say up front, you all know I do the usual routine at the beginning of all my videos because it's important as a YouTube community to help these videos get out there. So make sure you hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video, hit subscribe because I'm trying to reach 155,000 subscribers by the end of today, which is December 19th. Also hit the bell notification icon and select all. That way you keep up to date whenever I post new content to the channel. And finally, and once again, this is the part I'm talking about. In that description box, you'll find a lot of different links to all my various social media platforms. When it comes to Sistas, let me just say that group is the best one because we're almost at, I want to say 15,000 people. And anytime posts go up, there is a huge amount of activity. So if you are a Sistas fan and you love talking about the show, go to that group, put in a request to join, and I set it up. All my groups are set up in the way that whenever you submit a post, I have to review it. I actually have one admin backing me up. Basically, we need to approve your post because nowadays on Facebook, way too many spam and scam posts out there. So we need to filter through them. And once your post gets in there, trust and believe you're going to get a ton of comments and a ton of likes because people love talking about the show. So I was reading through some of the posts last night, and a lot of people were and I said this in my episode review, Maurice was definitely not well received in the last episode. Despite the previous episode, he was like the star player of the episode, given the fact that he stood up and beat the hell out of Maurice. But in not last night, but this week's episode, he was anything but that. Now, on the one hand, it's almost like I feel a bit imbalanced about Maurice. I feel neutral because on one side, I love the fact that he wasn't over the top flamboyant in regards to a large percentage of his dialogue being heavy handed with the LGBTQ talk about, men and stuff like that. He was being a legit friend to Sabrina in the sense of, first of all, you didn't drive over here like that, did you? I like the fact that he was first to address not only what are you doing here in the middle of the night, but you're clearly drunk. Did you drive? No, I took a cab. I like that. That's just a little thing I really like. Also, on top of that, he was giving sound advice. Like, I was just like, speak on it, Maurice, because he was literally speaking for the audience in regards to how annoying Sabrina is with all this unnecessary drama with Calvin. The fact that you're the one who's confused. Is like, you talk about Maurice. I mean, I don't think that Maurice said this exactly verbatim, but this is what I took away from it. Like, he did state to Sabrina, like, you're the one who's, you're always making things way more complicated than they should be. And she's like, well, yeah, I have the right to be confused. And I'm thinking to myself, it's funny because you're overcomplicating the situation with Calvin because you think he's confused about his sexuality, yet you're the one who's confused about your own feelings towards him. So Maurice is pretty much, again, speaking for the audience, like, cut the crap. You need to choose what you want, who you want, and stop playing these freaking games because it's not getting anyone anywhere. And then that's when things elevate to the next level with her finding out about the fight. Then they go down there to check on Alonzo. And then Maurice just did something extremely foul, which was toss Sabrina's purse out of the window and left her with Alonzo's body. That was just awful because let's say in the off chance Alonzo regained consciousness and Sabrina's right there. You just left your quote unquote friend there with someone who's going to be extremely mad as hell when he regains consciousness. And to see the woman who's friends with the man who just beat his ass, I don't think there's a good chance that Sabrina would have been able to walk out of there unscathed. So Maurice definitely lost a lot of quote unquote fan favorite points with me because of what he did. That was just messed up. You once again, I have to reiterate. He had no idea what would have happened if Alonzo would have regained consciousness. Sabrina would have been in extreme danger. Like, remember, she's not completely sober right now. She's freaking out. That was wrong. So I don't know what's going to happen in the mid-season finale, but let me just say, regardless as to what happens in the remainder of season 2, I don't think it's going to be a good... I don't really... Off the top of my head, I cannot think of any good reason or any event within the show that can make me forget what Maurice just did. Like, I know some people might be, Jeremy, you're being over dramatic. I'm not. Like, think of it this way. Like, let's say you have a friend and they potentially killed someone. So then you go to examine the body. And remember, this is somebody that they potentially killed who meant to put them in harm's way. Not to mention they put them in the hospital already. So you go down there, they tell you to get out of the car, check on the body, and you drive off and leave them. Not knowing if the person's dead, not knowing that, hey, if that person wakes up, what are they going to do to my friend that left there? So Maurice, sorry, man. You definitely kind of at the bottom of the totem pole right there. That was just foul. So, and I know a lot of people are in the group saying, yo, Maurice a foul friend. Like, what kind of friend calls their friend the B word all the time and whatnot. I can't really comment on that because I know girls who do that too. Apparently, obviously, female friendship dynamic or female LGBT community member friendship is different than like two guys or whatever. Like, guys talk crap to each other, but to use a derogatory term like the B word, I can understand why people would comment on that. So I'm not really going to comment on that because obviously I'm not a female or part of the LGBTQ community. So whatever that friendship dynamic is, that's completely outside of my realm of understanding. So I really can't comment on that. But friends don't leave friends with potentially dead bodies of people they would have killed. So that's all I'm saying. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think I'm just overreacting? Do you think that, well, Jeremy was just comedic? I'm kind of looking at this from the, to be honest, the sad, realistic potential outcomes of Alonzo waking up, like that was effed up, Maurice. So with that being said, if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App, or you can join Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.